Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Study With Me session. I am so excited for today because we're studying The Lion King. It's quite exciting because this is not the first Lion King. This is Lion King number 2. We're talking about Simba's and Nala's daughter in this book. It's quite exciting. Yeah, I don't think that this Study With Me session is going to be as long as the other ones. Because I've never studied a book, so I don't really know how I'm going to be pacing this. But you know what? It's fine. We'll kind of see how it goes. Yes, so let me actually just show you this book, okay? So I actually got this book when I was studying in Harbin. I don't know if you can get these kind of books on like Amazon or something. Maybe you can, but yeah, isn't it the cutest thing? So in today's Study With Me session, we are going to be studying page number 1. Wait a second, it's coming. We're gonna be studying page number 1 and page number 2. It doesn't look like a lot, but let me tell you, there's a lot of new words, and we want to make sure that we're understanding what is actually being said in the sentences, right? So let's just get her started. Let me set this up. Okay. Oh wait, no, like that. Yes. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that okay. So yes, here's the Lion King. So if you don't already know, 狮子 is lion, Wang is king. 2. Okay? 狮子王II. So let's do some disclaimers because I feel like I need to do disclaimers every time I make one of these videos. I'm not a teacher. Please, I do make a lot of mistakes, and just don't take like everything that I'm saying seriously because I could be wrong, okay? Luckily, we've got people in the chat who can always correct me, which is lovely. Now, yes, so if you are willing to, the chat and the comments are a really good place to practice as well. So if you want to ever try to use these words in your own sentences, then that would be great. Or if you want to correct me, also please put it in the chat or the comments because then it can be helpful to everyone. I'm okay if I make a mistake, so just call me out. Just call me out, guys. I'm totally fine with it. Now, yes, and I do have to say that like I do try to read all of the chat, but while I'm talking out loud, it's sometimes hard to read them or to shout out every comment, but I do read them and I'm very thankful for every single one of them, okay? I'm gonna try harder to read and shout out the comments though, okay? I'm gonna do my best. Okay, and then also one more disclaimer down here is that books might not have your everyday language, so some of these words may or may not be actually useful. So anyway, guys in the chat, just let me know, like, how are you guys doing today? It's pretty early for me. It's 8 a.m. I was so tired this morning. I got 10 hours of sleep, but somehow I'm still tired. But please let me know. How are you guys doing? Also, I noticed there's a lag as well. So when I talk, I only get your messages like 10 seconds later. So I'm trying to fill the space. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me how you're doing. It's the morning time. Is it nighttime for you? Where are you guys studying from? Let me know. What city are you in? I'm actually very curious about this, okay? I have my rushui. Okay, that's what I have in the morning, some hot water. Okay. I'm seeing no comments yet, so I could just start. I could just start. Okay, I'll start. That's fine. Again, there is a lag, so maybe I'm just not seeing them yet. Oh, you're watching from France, and you're good. Thank you. That's amazing. What the heck? How's the weather over there? I'd love to know the weather. And you're watching from New York. That's really cool. Like, hello, we're worldwide. Okay, that's great. And Sydney, Australia. You're in Sydney and you're watching from at midnight? Wow, okay. And Montreal? Wow, we are truly worldwide. We're really everywhere. I love this. Thank you guys all for joining. And Toronto, wow, I'm loving this. Okay, freaking love that. I love Toronto. I've never been to Montreal. Taiwan, oh my gosh, wow. Okay, I'm loving this. Thank you guys so much for like just talking to me about where you guys are from. It's kind of cool to see that we've really got a worldwide audience. Like no two people are from the same place right now. That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so let us begin. Oh, and I love hearing about the weather. Thank you. Very hot today. Okay. Yeah, see, lately it's been hot here, but it is cooling down slowly. I'm very thankful for that because, you know, us Canadians, sometimes we can't handle the heat too well, especially in my city. My city this past winter was the coldest city in the world for a little bit. And yeah, that wasn't the funnest time. Yeah, okay, anyway, so let's just get started. Hope you guys have your notebooks ready. Okay, so how this is gonna work is we're actually, okay, let me just tell you how is it gonna work. We're gonna go through some new words that are on maybe like one of the pages, okay? So like, let's say on this page, we're gonna go through one of the words that I feel would be useful to know. If you don't know more of the words in the sentences, please look them up and see what you can, I guess, kind of just understand, try to understand for yourself. And then what we'll do is we'll go through each sentence kind of and try to pick out the meaning of what they mean. Yeah, so let's just get started. So how I'm going to go through these words is I'm going to read them like this. Dongfei, Dongfei, Africa. Dongfei, Africa. So I'll kind of do it like that for every word so we kind of get the meaning really stuck. If you're willing to at home, also recite these out loud because I find that it really helps. You can memorize the character and the sound and the meaning all at the same time. So let's read it all together, okay? So we're just going to start now. Dongfei, Dongfei, Africa. Dongfei, Africa. 大草原，大草原 prairie, 大草原 prairie. 伟大，伟大 huge, 伟大 huge. 荣耀，荣耀 honor, 荣耀 honor. 辛巴，辛巴 Simba, Simba, Simba. Love that name. It's so cute. So cute for Simba. Love that for him. Okay. 统领, 统领 command, 统领 command. 百兽, 百兽 all creatures, 百兽 all creatures. 和睦, 和睦 peaceful, 和睦 peaceful. 兴盛, 兴盛 flourishing, 兴盛 flourishing. Okay, so hopefully we kind of understand some of these words and we can try to memorize them. I'm going to keep the pinyin in every sentence just for those who aren't as comfortable reading characters. But let's move on to the first sentence and analyze its meaning. So let's read it together, okay? So 1, 2, 3. 在美丽的东非大草原上 Okay, so I feel like we already know what this means, right? 在美丽的东非大草原上 So in the beautiful African prairie, okay? I included pictures this time. Do you guys like seeing the pictures? I'm a big fan of visuals. I think it helps me personally remember things better, so hopefully this will also help you remember things. Okay, so we know the meaning of this one. That one was pretty easy, right? Great. Okay, so let's try to read this one. A little bit harder, but I think we've got it. Okay. 伟大的荣耀国在狮子王辛巴的统领下 Alright, it's a bit longer. There's some bigger words in here. Let's analyze it. The huge, we know this is huge. We know this is honor, right? Yeah, honor. 国在. See, I don't understand how this part fits into the sentence. So if anybody knows why this is like 国在, like, does this mean like the honorable country, like the space where the lions live? Like, is that kind of what it's talking about? Anyway, moving on. 狮子王辛巴的统领下 Oh, 国在狮子王辛巴的统 Okay, so I'm guessing it means the honorable country is in the Lion King's Simba's command, under his command, right? Yeah, so the huge, honorable, I guess, country, yeah, is under, right? 在 something 下 在 something something 下 狮子王辛巴的统领下 Okay, yeah, so it's just under his command. Love that for us. And I'm glad to hear you guys are liking the pictures. Yes, I just found them on Google, so Yeah. Some of them might not match exactly, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. Okay, what's the next one? Let's read it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 百兽和睦，强大兴盛. Alrighty. So these are basically like it's almost all new words, right? So 百兽 we know means all creatures. 和睦 are peaceful. I think there was a word that was similar to this. It was like 和平 or 和平, I think, and that also means peace. So that's how I'm remembering this one. 强大兴盛. What was 兴盛? It was something about happiness. Okay, I can't remember. Sorry. Flourishing. Okay, so everything is flourishing, right? So let's see here. Yeah, all creatures are peaceful and everything is flourishing. We love that. We can see that from this beautiful rock. This is a scene from the original Lion King movie, but that's okay. It's basically the same, all right? They live in the same place. So now this is the first kind of section. So I put everything together here. So we're just going to try reading it. Please, if you're comfortable with characters, try to read it without looking at the pinyin, okay? So I'm going to try to do that too. Ready, set, let's read it together. 在美丽的东非大草原上，伟大的荣耀国在狮子王辛巴的统领下，百兽和睦，强大兴盛。How was that? Do you guys feel comfortable with this pace, with this, like, with how this is set up? I hope so, because that's how the rest of the PowerPoint is. Okay, so we love this. We know we have a setup of what the story looks like. Amazing. Hopefully you guys learned some new words in here as well. Okay, so next section has a lot more words. So let's just go through these. Oh, I forgot to put that this means Nala. Everything in red is names, okay? Anyway. So just remember this means Nala because I'm going to say Nala when we're reading it. Okay, so let's read it the same way that we just read the other ones, okay? Nana, Nana, Nala, Nana, Nala. 正如, 正如, just as, 正如, just as. 诞生, 诞生, born, 诞生, born. 盛况, 盛况, grand occasion, 盛况, grand occasion. 七拉牙, 七拉牙. Oh goodness, my tones. Okay, so this is Kiara, aka Simba's daughter, okay? 七拉, oh my gosh, 七拉牙, 七拉牙. Simba's daughter, Kiara. Okay. 法师, 法师, master of Buddhism. 法师, master of Buddhism. 飞起, 飞起, fly. Go, oh, oops, 飞起, fly. 高举, 高举, held high. 高举, held high. 荣耀, 荣耀, honor. Did we already do this one? 荣耀, honor. 万众, 万众, crowd. 万众, crowd. 臣服, 臣服, allegiance. 臣服, allegiance. Fun fact about this 万众. This 众 is also in the word for audience. And this just means like 10,000, right? So it's like, wow, that's a big audience. That's quite the crowd. Anyway, that's an interesting way to remember it, I suppose. Okay, let's move on. So let's read these sentences. Okay, let's try to read this one together. 辛巴和娜娜有了自己的女儿，正如当年辛巴诞生时的盛况一样。Sorry for all my mistakes, guys. I make quite a lot of them. Okay, so we know Simba. Okay, so Simba and Nala have their own daughter, just as, right? 正如当年, that year when Simba was born, at like that time, the grand occasion the same. Okay, so we can kind of analyze it like that. So we already know that in English, what they're saying is Simba and Nala have their own daughter, just as when Simba was born, that same kind of grand occasion. Yeah, so that one's pretty easy, right? This one is taken out of the book, okay? Look at this beautiful, look at that. How did I find it online? That's unreal. Do you see how it's the exact same? Unreal. It's so hard to find the Chinese versions online. I'm telling you, don't really know anything. If you guys ever go to China, you got to go to a bookstore and go straight to the children's section. You'll find a whole lot of books that are just fantastic. Okay, next one. Oh, isn't this cute? Okay, let's read it together. Ready? 七腊牙公主也被法师腊飞起高举在手中。This one's a little bit more complicated. I also had a bit of a hard time trying to figure out exactly how this structure was. We already know that this means like the Princess Kiara, right? 七腊牙公主. Okay, so this structure is a little bit different, right? So 也被法师腊. So whenever you say 被, it just means by, right? So yeah, like by the. Okay, so I'm guessing they're talking about Rafiki here, this Buddhism master, okay? So we're just going to call him Rafiki, okay? So Bai Rafiki was held up high within his hands, basically. Flying, rising high, that kind of thing. So that's my understanding of it. So Bai Rafiki was held up. In English, we would say this part last, you know? But we're going to say that in the middle of the sentence here. She, by him, was held up high within his hands. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. You guys got to keep me updated. How are you? Wait a second. This is a name? Oh my God, that makes so much more sense. Okay, thank you, Summer, because I was so confused about this. Okay, so that makes sense because his name is Rafiki. So Lafeiqi means Rafiki. Okay, so like the master Rafiki. Okay, thank you. See, do you see how I embarrass myself sometimes? I really truly thought, and this part made no sense before, you know, like you can't just say he's flying. Okay. Lafeiqi. See, when you Google this in a dictionary, it doesn't tell you Rafiki is like they don't tell you it's a name. Thank you, Summer, for that, because that would have been embarrassing if I just continued. So thank you. Thank you. You're loving this book? The book is beautiful? I think so too. Like freaking love The Lion King. Love it. Okay. So hopefully, I can't change the color now, but hopefully y'all remember that Lafeiqi is Rafiki, okay? So we're just gonna move on and pretend I did not make that mistake. How about that? Okay, so let's read the next. Okay, wait, there's a question. To fly is just fei, isn't it? Yes, it is, but in this particular case, it's just part of a name. So like, even though it would kind of make sense if we went as fly, Summer has told us that it is actually part of Rafiki's name, which makes a lot of sense. Yes, my mistake. But yes, Faye is just a fly. Yeah, great book and great movie. You're so right. I really loved the live action version. That was so good. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, next sentence. 接受荣耀使下的万众臣服. Okay, so we know 接受, receiving, honor, rock, okay? 实, like the whole word for rock is 岩石, but here they just use the 实. So 荣耀使下, so under the honor rock, 万众, crowds allegiance, I suppose we could say. So right before they were saying like she was lifted up and whatever, blah, 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 receiving honor under honor rocks crowd's allegiance. Like, woo, yeah, like I allege to the princess. That kind of feeling. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. You know, sometimes in English we have to analyze the Chinese sentences in a really weird way. But hopefully that's making some sense. Foxy Sims. Haven't seen the live action for some reason. You gotta get on that. It is so good. It is genius. You know, I heard that they actually mimicked exactly how the cartoon was done, but they just did it live action because they really wanted to portray like all of the original feelings and stuff. So you can find a lot of the scenes are literally exactly the same. It's quite amazing. Okay, anyway, let's read this whole thing out. Ignore this little this little boo-boo over here, okay? We know it. We're smarter than we were before. We know that this means Rafiki now, okay? Thank you, Summer. Okay, so let us read this entire thing together. Again, try not to read the pinyin if you can, okay? So let's do this. 3, 2, 1. 辛巴和娜娜有了自己的女儿。正如当年辛巴诞生时的盛况一样，奇拉雅公主也被法师拉菲奇高举在手中，这是荣少时下的万众臣服。Wow, incredible. Loving that for us. How do you guys feel? How are you guys feeling so far? Just ignore my mistake, and other than that, how are we feeling? Just keep me updated on if you feel like you're learning, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I love this. Okay, so Arlet says, children's books help a lot, and also animated series like Peppa. Yeah, I heard a lot of people use Peppa the Pig to study Chinese, and I love that. I haven't personally, but yeah. And Paris is liking it? Great. Okay, love that. So let's move on. It gets a bit easier now. So actually that first section had a lot more new words. The next sections won't have as many. So I feel like some of these words are quite useful actually. So let's read them out again, okay? Same way as we did before. 3, 2, 1. 转眼, in the blink of an eye. 转眼, in the blink of an eye. 单纯, simple and pure. 单纯, simple and pure. 好动, active or energetic. 好动, active or energetic. 叮嘱, warn repeatedly. 叮嘱, warn repeatedly. 荒原, wasteland. 荒原, wasteland. 邪恶, sinister or wicked. Oops, typo. 邪恶, sinister or wicked. Ignore my typo here, please. Thank you. Hopefully we can get that, like, hopefully we just understand it all, okay? Moving on to the sentence, okay? So, in the blink of an eye. I love this. I love this. I feel like this is such a good word to know. Hopefully I can remember it. Okay, let's read out the sentence. 转眼希拉雅长大了，她单纯可爱，活泼好动。Very nice. Now let's analyze it. In the blink of an eye, Kiara grew up. She was simply cute. That's such a weird sentence to have in a book. She was just simply cute, lively, and energetic. Yeah, that one's pretty easy to get. Look at her. Look at how cute she is. She truly is 单纯可爱. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, rip. Okay, she's supposed to be bigger here, but just ignore the fact I chose a picture where she's a baby again, okay? So, 总想一个人出去，辛巴一再叮嘱女儿小心。Wow. She always, we know that 总是, right? Like means always. So 总想, always want. 一个人出去, always want to go out alone, basically. But 辛巴一再叮嘱女儿小心. Simba is like repeatedly warning the daughter to be careful. Okay? That one's pretty easy to, I guess, understand how it works. 叮嘱 in here, I suppose, is just a verb. So that's pretty easy to understand. Oh, 单纯 means innocent as well. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Reagan. Okay, so it could also mean innocent, pure, simply. Okay, so innocent and cute. Love that. She really does look innocent and cute. I love that. Okay, so again, okay, so wait a second. I'm so confused. Oh, I see. When she grows up, is she supposed to? It looks like she's not supposed to be this old. Like, look at the picture here. Like it really seems that she's not that old yet, okay? So I think she's just supposed to be a child still. Okay, that's fine. So, yes, so we just finished that. The father, like Simba, repeatedly warns the daughter to be careful. 因为荒原上生活着一群险恶的狮子. Okay? Because on the wasteland, there lives a group of sinister lions. Ooh. He really truly does look sinister. Quite the wicked little fella, isn't he? So, 因为荒原上生活着一群邪恶的狮子. Yep, well, that's about it for that one. I think that one's pretty easy. We just know that there's some 邪恶的狮子 over in the 荒原. Okay? So let's read all of these sentences together. Okay, let's do it. Try not to look at the pinyin, okay? Okay, let's go. 转眼齐拉雅长大了，她单纯可爱，活泼好动，总想一个人出去。辛巴一再叮嘱女儿小心，因为荒原上生活着一群邪恶的狮子。Wow, love that for us. Well, see, I feel like this is some foreshadowing. I feel like we just know that there's going to be something happening with some evil fellas, right? Okay, next section. Okay, here in purple we have an idiom, okay? We're going to get into that later. Let's, for the meantime, just read through these again. So, 3, 2, 1. 单独 by oneself. 单独 by oneself. oh dear. 小雄狮 little male lion, okay? 小雄狮 little male lion. Sorry, my tones are just horrible. 家伙 domestic animal. 家伙 domestic animal. 狭路 no, hold on. 狭路相逢 enemies meet face to face, okay? 狭路相逢 enemies meet face to face. Next, 踩 step on. I'm messing up my own pattern. I'm so sorry. 踩 step on. Okay. 露出 exposed. 露出 exposed. 互不相让 to not make mutual concessions. All right. Apologies for my personal mistakes there. Yeah. Apparently my tones just ain't that good. Okay. So, let's read this first sentence here, okay? Here we go. 这天单独外出的齐拉雅与一头陌生的小雄狮狭路相逢. Okay, let's go through this a bit slower because clearly I'm having my own troubles. So let's read it first and understand it in English. This day by herself, like by oneself, went out. It was Kiara. And a strange little male lion met face to face. But because it's this idiom, we know that it's enemies meeting face to face, right? So clearly they ain't from the same world. It seems like some kind of Romeo and Juliet kind of thing happening. That's fine. So, okay. 单独外出的奇拉雅语 and okay, so this is like a section. Okay, this is going to end here. So the Kiara that went out by herself and a stranger 小雄狮 little male lion met face to face. Okay. Let's read this one more time because clearly I had trouble with it, so I don't know if anybody else did, but let's just read it one more time together, okay? 3, 2, 1. 这天单独外出的奇拉雅与一头陌生的小雄狮狭路相逢。Okay, good. I felt more comfortable about that one because I feel like once you understand what it means, it's easier to actually wrap your head around how to say it. So that's a benefit. Let's move on. By the way, my series of pictures here really make a lot of sense to the story, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, so let's read this one. 两个小家伙踩在露出水面的岩石上，互不相让。All right. We can kind of get, okay, but here's my thing. 家伙, we know means domestic animal. But in this case, does it still mean domestic animal? Because we're calling them domestic animals. Can somebody let me know, like, what exactly is the meaning of 家伙 in this situation? Does it just mean that they're kind of like innocent and they have their own homes and they're out in the wild, not really knowing what they're doing? Is that their point? I don't know. You guys let me know. So 2 of these little 家伙 step on and expose. Did I read? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, 露出. Okay, good. An exposed surface of the water rock. You see how that's in quotation marks? Okay. And they didn't give way to each other, essentially, right? 互不相让, not make mutual concessions. So let's see here. Okay, so 家伙 also means fellows. Amazing. Okay. Love that. So it doesn't just mean domestic animal. Okay, fellows. So 2 fellows stepped on what seemed to be an exposed rock on the water surface. And they didn't give way to each other. Okay, let's read this one more time as well. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 两个小家伙踩在露出水面的岩石上，互不相让。How's that? Not bad. Well, we know what that means. Hopefully you guys have had... Sometimes I just keep talking because I want to give you guys some time to write things down. I hope that's enough time. Like, I don't really know if this pace is good. You guys, again, just let me know. Okay. See, look at this. The next pair of sentences only have 2 do words. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Okay, so let's just read them. 鳄鱼, crocodile. 鳄鱼, crocodile. 拔腿就跑. Run away at once. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so this is quite a long little thing here, but we know that this is 腿, legs, 跑, run. Okay? So let's read this. Alrighty, here we go. 突然，他们脚下的岩石动了起来。Oh, crazy. What's gonna happen? Suddenly, okay? 突然, suddenly. 他们脚下的岩石. The rock under their legs or under their feet, okay? The rock under their feet 动了起来. Moved. See, this is one of those situations where I just need to remember where this 起来 comes from. Because if I was just talking by myself, I would have just said 动了. But here they added the 起来. So this is just one of those times that I'm going to remember it. I'm going to try to use it, and hopefully it's right. Do you have to use 起来 every time? Like, I don't know. So I think that'll just come with some trial and error. Okay, well, we know what's happening here. 突然他们脚下的岩石动了起来. Amazing. Okay, next one. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a crocodile. Okay, here we are. Let's read it. Okay. 原来他们站在了鳄鱼背上. What? What? Are you serious? Oh, okay, wait, I have an answer to my question. 起来 makes it more formal. Thank you, Reagan. That is very helpful. So in a conversation, in that case, would you say it or would you not say it? Let me know. Okay, so originally they were standing, or they stood on, because lo, they stood on a crocodile's 背上 back. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read it one more time together, a bit quicker. 原来他们站在了鳄鱼背上. Amazing. Okay, well, let's keep going. I think I'm like almost done. Okay. So, ooh, look at them running away. Look at how happy they are. Okay, here we go. 两头小狮子吓得拔腿就跑. Okay, so we have these two lions. I'm guessing this is scared, right? 吓得. They were scared and ran away at once, essentially, right? 两头小狮子吓得拔腿就跑. Well, okay. Something that I'm going to give you guys for homework and give myself for homework is let's try to use this in more sentences. Okay? This 拔腿就跑. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's read the whole thing together, this last little bit. Okay, here we go. 突然他们脚下的岩石动了起来。原来他们站在了鳄鱼背上。两头小狮子吓得拔腿就跑。How's that? Well, okay, so I think that's love that. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks. Okay, yeah, so I told you guys that this one was going to be a little bit shorter because I wasn't sure how long it would take to kind of get through different things. I also need to clarify too that keep in mind that this is kind of my way of studying as well, like making these PowerPoints and stuff. So again, like everything that I do here could be wrong, but I'm really happy to have your guys' corrections in the chat and the comments, just because it really does help. Sorry about my Rafiki mistake. I really should have figured out that was his name. My bad. It was a confusing time for me, okay? It took me a while to even figure out what it was trying to say. Okay, anyway, so let me get rid of that. Okay, so let me know. Did you guys find this reading a book and entertaining? Because, see, the thing is I quite enjoy this book. And there are a lot more pages. So if you guys want to continue reading this book, then let me know, because then you guys don't have to buy the book and we can study it together. So there's that. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. How'd you guys like it? How do you feel? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna talk with you guys for a bit because we have like so much time, but I don't just want to end it, you know? I just want to talk to you guys for a second. But yeah, how is your guys' studying Chinese going? Like, are you guys studying for anything in particular? Like, are you studying for HSK? Like, are you just studying by yourself? What's your situation like? In the meantime, while I wait for your guys' responses to come in because of the lag that we have, I am going to tell you that yesterday I bought a lot of new clothes. There's a massive sale. There's one of my favorite clothing stores is closing down in Canada, and I just went and I waited in line for an hour to get into the store so I could be one of the first people in the store. And I went in and I bought like 25 things, including this shirt. Ooh, it's kind of like nice and floral freaking love it. It's like summary. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so helpful. I would recommend adding new words on the same slide of the sentence. That is a very good idea. I thought about doing that, but I was like, I'm going to try to challenge everyone. But it's good to know that that would be helpful for you guys. So I will add the new words on the slides. Thank you so much for letting me know. I really love it when I know how I can improve. Anyway, okay, so nobody else is responding to me. So, oh, I haven't read that book. It looks amazing. Well, no worries, Summer. You know what? We can read it together. That's just what it is. Okay. Anyway, since no other comments are kind of coming in, I think I'm just going to go because I've been really obsessed with cranberry juice lately, and I really want to go get some cranberry juice. So hope you guys have a great day. I know it's midnight for some of you, so have a great night. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope to see you guys next week. Next week, we're going to study from an actual textbook. And I think that might be helpful. We'll study an actual dialogue and some new words from a textbook. That one might be a little bit longer, but anyway, bring your notebooks next week and hope to see you there. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your help and all of your comments. Okay, bye.